Good afternoon. Today I decided that I will be speaking on the stock records. Now, as we already know, there is no need for a definition. You all know about what is a stock record. And for those who will be wanting a kind of understanding what in terms of organic, how do you explain a stock record? Okay. A stock record will reflect the materials that come in, that goes into the semi processing, and at the same time comes out as an FG. Inside this whole process, it should clearly show a trail of traceability between the quantities also. Now, what are the necessary picturesque values or things that needs to be reflected inside a stock record? We could say that you need, understandable the serial number, description of the product, the concerned transaction certificate, the lot number, the quantity that came into the location, and if you want to put the number of bags, put the number of bags. Now, once this is being taken, make sure that for processing, make sure that there is a deduction from the main closing stock. The opening quantity, supposing you have taken 50 kilograms, should be deducted, and the total quantity that came was 150 kilograms. So when you take the opening stock of 50, then the closing stock of that particular day will come to 100 kilograms. So there's a traceability there. When you have taken the 50 kilograms, it's important also to know that the calculation of the amount that is coming as the FG will be less. That is why you need to understand that the conversion factor comes into place. Be it milling, be it pulping, be it grinding, because lot of materials gets removed from it. It gets drifted by wastage during the grading. So the FG will always be less than the raw material. So make sure that the conversion percentage is there, and most of the time we always say that the witness of the process has to be mandatory be done. If any certification body or any concerned quality management food processors does not witness their own processing, because they tend to calibrate every calculation on the weight inside the concerned conversion factor. So it is always better to be truthful, and as an auditor, make sure that you have witnessed it. If not, you are not a competent auditor. The other point is that make sure that there is a unique identification from the raw material that has been taken. The raw material will show an ID, lot ID, and when it comes to the FG, some of this concerned quality management in terms of the standard operating procedure changes this concerned ID to another ID, and this should be reflected on how the numbering system of the lot becomes that batch inside the SOP. It has to be mentioned. It has to be mentioned, and there is a difference between a lot number and a batch number. Lots can be combined to make a batch. Then only the traceability will be done or correct. The next tip for you as an auditor: every single material that goes into wastage, every single material that is considered a sample, every single material that is being sold as conventional, all has to be depicted in the stock record. Thanks. do good audits. Thank you.